Hi, I'm Dr. Oliver Harrison. Most people call me Ollie, and I'm a principal investigator here at the Benaroya Research Institute. And in my recently established lab, we're really working to try and understand how the immune system responds to and is actually educated by the microbes that reside on the surface of our skin and within our gastrointestinal tract. And so many of you may be familiar with this idea of good bacteria, but actually there are also good fungi and good viruses. And together these microbial communities are termed the microbiome. And it's really immune responses against the microbiome that we're trying to understand. And what's really striking about this population of microbes is that within each and every one of us, this weighs in the region of about 3 to 5 pounds. And there are actually as many bacterial cells as we have human cells. And so when we try and think about how the immune system responds to these microbes, what we're beginning to learn is that these immune responses are very distinct from other microbes that you may also have heard of, termed pathogens. And so a very striking example of how the immune response to good skin microbes is very distinct from that of pathogens is actually from studies we've been conducting looking at T-cell or adaptive immune responses to these skin microbes, and actually how these responses contribute to wound repair. And so using our mouse model systems, we've been able to demonstrate there's actually this immune response to a skin microbe that can accelerate wound repair within the skin. And when this immune response is perturbed or disrupted, actually these wounds heal slower. And so this is a very striking example of research that we're conducting that demonstrates a very beneficial interaction between our immune response and good microbes within the skin. On the flip side, we're really interested in trying to understand how when these immune responses go awry and are overeager and target these microbes, how that actually leads to disorders like tissue inflammation and destruction. And so this is particularly interesting for us when we look in the gastrointestinal tract. And together with Dr. Adam Lacey-Hulbert and Dr. James Lord as part of the Gut Immunity Research Program here at the Benaroya Research Institute, we're really trying to understand how excessive immune responses may be contributing to tissue inflammation in inflammatory bowel disease, but also in other diseases of the immune system outside of the gastrointestinal tract, including type 1 diabetes. And so, whilst we know that these responses promote inflammation, what we're really now working on is trying to discover the exact targets of the immune system. And we've developed a really striking new system whereby we can identify not only the microbes that are targeted in healthy individuals, but really the components of these microbes that are targeted. And now we're beginning to understand and compare how this is changed in patients with inflammatory disorders like IBD and type 1 diabetes. And so really, it's the very collaborative nature of the Benaroya Research Institute and all the researchers and people behind the scenes that keep the wheels turning that make this place a fantastic place to do science. We feel really supported in the work we do, and we'd like to thank you for your help in that.